Welcome to Talk Fights. This weekend in London, Ontario is PFC Prospect Fighting Championships 11, Knockout Kidney Disease. My brother came over tonight for us to talk about it. What do you think?
I'm pretty excited. I've been to a few of the other Prospect events. Jamie Champion always puts on a good night, like the Black Ties and Black Eyes event was a great night. We've had some other friends fight on some of his cards before. It's always really exciting, and it's a great lineup of fighters this time too. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Absolutely, it should be a good night. A few guys that Adam and I know of and have met just being out and about. One is Jesse Gross. Jesse's been a very tough professional. I believe his record is 11 wins with 3 losses. I think he's got 7 stoppages possibly in his 11 wins. But Jesse Gross is a very tough guy. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've seen him train a little bit, and he's got really good speed, and he's very explosive. I can't wait to see what he can do in there.
Definitely. Should be really good. Jesse, he always puts on a good show. Any fight of his that I've ever seen.
His opponent, Armando Gomes da Silva, I don't really know too much about him, but to be even at this level, I think he's got a 10 and let's say they're 10 and 8 record or 10 and 3. You know, to be at that level and have that many fights, you know, you got to be somebody, right? You got to put in a lot of effort. So
absolutely,
it should be good.
Absolutely, 13 fights. That's definitely a good level of experience. He's going to put up a good fight for sure. We also have Joel Paquette fighting on it. I know Joel a little bit just from being around town, and I do know that Joel's a very tough guy. Adam and I saw him fight in Sarnia at the Score Fighting Series, and I thought that maybe we'd put that fight on real quick right now and just check it out. So Joel Paquette is 0-1 at this point when this fight takes place. He looks like he's in shape, and I think he's trying to come back and even up that record.
Gentlemen, fight hard, fight fair. Textiles at all times, melee commands at all times. Touch gloves, turn to your corners, please.
Alan might have some skill advantages here. He's a very skilled guy.
He's kind of feeling his head a little bit.
Sinewy muscular.
Oh!
Try for that.
Yeah.
Good recovery by Joel.
Absolutely, came right back.
Cat settled into that nicely. He went down, the nose is bleeding, came up.
Yeah, that's
I probably would have been sleeping myself.
20 seconds into the bout to get knocked down. He saw it, he got hit a couple times, and then saw the left hook.
Wilson is smart on the feet. You can see how strategic he is.
Uppercut. A little bit too stiff though from Wilson. Uppercut from Paquette and a left hand from Wilson. 3 minutes 5 remains in this first round. Good opening round so far.
Paquette is putting power into every punch, but he's also letting his hands drop when he does. And a smart fighter like Alan Wilson is going to simplify.
Nice, fine knee, that's right.
Maybe sees a chink in the arm of Wilson. He certainly has the height to be able to cause some
Takes his
things.
toll.
Both these guys looking very good so far in very different ways.
Stiff jab again from Alan Wilson. Paquette not using his reach, allowing Wilson to get on the inside of him. A high left round kick was caught in the forearms. Overhand right, looking for it again, does Wilson.
Yeah, he's strong.
He's stalking and he's fearless.
Looking for a hat-trick of professional victories. There is a small hematoma just to the side of the left eye here of Paquette. Courtesy of those right hands. There's the high right round kick again from Alan Wilson. Then goes downstairs. Once more, upstairs, downstairs.
When Paquette fought in his first pro fight here in the Score Fighting Series, he lost that one, and he fatigued in the second round because of all that dense muscle. He's fit, he's skilled.
Yeah, both of the Score Fighting Series.
I wasn't at the first one.
Wilson looking for a counter left hand as Paquette overextended himself.
Where Chris Clements fought Rich Clement. Beat him. That was cool. That was a nice knockout.
So John Fraser was on that as well, right?
That's right. I think he was for Redding, or I think I want to say
here on Paquette.
Right.
Yeah, Paquette landed just
Nice,
tight.
nice.
Good job.
Nice hook.
Oh, it hammered him. There you go.
Wilson in trouble now, gives his back. And there's still plenty of time for Paquette. 50 seconds remaining. Look at the aggression here from Joel Paquette.
Well, he really excited and he jumped in there, but it's working for
He
him
laying
now.
those
Yeah,
punches
he's
in.
Hammering from the hip
Got it
area.
for sure.
Heavy on the hip.
Wilson
Good
trying to
shots,
hold
too,
on.
from, good
Piquet
guy.
melts him for a second time. No, quickly hops off.
If he mounts from here, he can set up a topside triangle, and that's what he may look to do.
And he's all aggression from
Doing a
Joel
good job of
Piquet,
controlling
getting
him,
on top
not
for the
letting
first
him
time
put
in
him
the
in
fight.
anything.
Drops a short elbow.
Now,
Gets the mount
bad,
going.
not
bad.
Gives his
Yeah,
back
he's
to
recovered,
Wilson.
right?
15 seconds is not
Staying
a long
on.
time. He should take it to punch, and he
Yeah,
does.
There you go. There you go. He's not a fan.
Right now, he wasn't
That
getting
was a good stop.
wasn't getting any better.
He's got, of course, he's got his hands up. Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
it.
great
Guys.
win, Michael.
Yeah.
A great
That was a big win
because
for
he
Joe.
was
That was
being
good.
kicked
That was a
apart
good
on
fight.
the feet by
It
the
was very
smaller
exciting
man.
that night.
Wilson
Place
looks
going nuts.
fantastic in the
Being a local guy, pulling that off right, a big comeback win.
Yeah.
Just trading knockdowns in the opening round of the fight. It was pretty good.
Well, I think that was pretty huge. That was one of the biggest pro fights probably ever in Sarnia at the time,
Absolutely.
at least, right?
Definitely. For MMA, absolutely. That was good. I don't know much about the opponent that he's fighting on next Saturday. His name is Colton Boxwell. He's 0-1. I honestly don't know much about him. But, I mean, anybody getting in there at the professional level is going to have some level of skill. And it should be interesting. You know, Joel's 1-2 versus Boxwell's 0-1. It's a fair fight on paper. And we'll see what happens. But I'm sure Joel's going to bring everything he's got. And it'll be an exciting fight to say the least.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the ones I'm looking forward to most. There's quite a few other fights actually on the card that are going to be good. Scott Lamont and Chris Lee Byrne. We've seen Scott Lamont at a few of the other prospect amateur shows.
That's right.
I'm excited and looking forward to seeing that. Again, Jesse, we talked about Jesse. He's going to be huge. That fight's going to be really good. And the Laramie brothers are both fighting
Definitely.
on it.
Definitely. The Laramie brothers, they're supposed to be something special. And they're looking that way as of right now. TJ Laramie is 8 wins with 3 losses, but he's fought some very tough guys. His first professional match was in Pancrase in Japan. And his opponent was much more experienced. I want to say 24 professional fights. Something in that area. Versus TJ being his first professional bout. And TJ stopped him in that fight. That's a huge step forward from a guy just turning pro. His younger brother Tony is also on the card. Tony has 2 wins and 2 losses as a professional. Both these brothers got a lot of hype behind them and a lot of skill, and they both train very hard. So I mean, it should be a great night for them.
Yeah. Again, we've been watching the podcast that Jamie's been putting on with a lot of these fighters.
Studio 88.
The Studio 88,
Yeah.
exactly. There's another one, Gino, he had on his show. He's another one of the ones that we've seen at some of the other amateur fights.
Definitely, we've
and
seen
he-
Gino
he's
fight a
always-
few times, isn't he?
Yeah, he's always put on a good show. Has some good stoppages, some tough fights. I'm really looking forward to seeing him fight. I believe his first fight as a pro.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a lot of fun. TJ Laramie is fighting a guy named Stanford, who I do have to be honest, I've never heard of him. Now that doesn't mean anything. He's got a 5-1 record, and as a professional, 5-1 that can mean quite a bit. It depends on the guys, but he should bring a good challenge for TJ on Saturday night. I'm pumped, and it should be great.
Yeah. A few guys are having their debut, and then we have quite a bit of experience coming in as well. I'm pumped as well.
Prospect Fighting Championships 11 takes place this Saturday night, September 28th, at the Western Fair District Agriplex in London, Ontario. As we mentioned, the show is being set up by Jamie Champion. Jamie Champion is the president of PFC. He's also the president of AMMAO, Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Ontario. I've been to several of Jamie's shows, and he's proven that he only wants to hold quality events. And been able to do so anytime I've ever been to one. What better way to spend a Saturday night? See you at the fights.